This is TWiT.
TWiT After Hours presents a special edition. Who wants to be a Bitcoinaire? Featuring Owen JJ Stone, Florence Ion, Shira Lazar, and now your special celebrity host, Leo Laporte. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Who Wants to Be a Bitcoinaire? We couldn't afford it. Get off of me. We couldn't afford a studio announcer, so I had to.
Pretty good. It's actually pretty impressive.
That was good.
Hey, how are you all? It's good to see you. Shira Lazar just got off her radio show where last week she interviewed Mark Cuban.
Yes, it was good.
An actual trace comma billionaire.
Hi, what's up?
Did he leave any money behind for you, Shira?
He once gave me a nickel as an investment, and it was the most expensive nickel I'll ever own.
Thanks, Mark. Jeez Louise. Shira is, of course, one of the many hosts of PeaceInside.live, a fabulous, relaxing, yogic, meditational, psychological exercise twice daily at PeaceInside.live.
Yeah, appreciate it. Exactly. Meditation, mindfulness, and movement to get you at peace inside, because we're going to be hanging inside for a long time, it seems.
A long time. She went down to the beach, and there was no one there. Also with us from All About Android, Florence Ion. Oh, that Flo. Looking so 60s today in your furry chair. Hello, Flo.
Hello. I have been watching a lot of Columbo, and there's a lot of fashion moments in that show. So it fits in, although the anime behind me probably shows us what era we're in. So
yeah, what is that? Is that a light bright? What is that screen behind you?
That is a Divoom Picsou.
Aha!
Is that Sailor Moon?
It looks like Sailor Moon.
Yes, this is Sailor Moon right behind me.
Wow. And then, but the Divoom Pixa is like a repeating loop.
That's just the gift that That's just the gift that I chose through the app. You can basically load anything on it that anybody's made.
Wow, that's awesome.
There's a community, yeah.
And our final contestant, he's not a doctor, but he plays one on the radio. Owen, Dr. JJ Stone voted most likely to DWB. Hey, ONJJ. You are now an iPad maven, I see by the pencil.
I am. I'm addicted like crack cocaine. They got my money. But let me just say one thing to the marketing team. You should call me before we do these games, because I think we should call this game Who Wants to Be a Leonaire, where we play for Uncle Leo's money. That's what I'm saying.
You're playing for my Bitcoin wallet, my friend.
Okay. I'm just saying Leonaire, Bitcoinaire.
It's a Bitcoinaire. I should mention, there's one little catch. I'll be glad to send you the wallet file, but I forgot the password.
See?
Great. Just like all of us.
If you can crack it, there is a significant amount of money in there. I'm just saying.
I'll set up a Raspberry Pi to get cracking.
Let me explain our rules. Each of you will get five questions. You can also get lifelines, because we're trying to copy a well-known game that I can't remember the name of. Mm-hmm. But you can only use a lifeline twice, and you can only use it once per question. So 5 questions, 2 lifelines. You can only use it once per question. The 2 different lifelines are a 50-50 option. You cut off 2 of our multiple choice 4 answers, improving your odds, one hopes. Or you can phone a friend or bring in a housemate, depending on which you want to do. Whoever answers the most questions correctly wins Leo's Bitcoin wallet. Contestants, I would urge you, no Google, no chat room, no smart speaker assistance. Are you ready to play our game?
Let me minimize the chat room because I'll just
Let me
cheat.
mute my assistant.
Let me just tell you, the chat room
ready.
will be of minor assistance to you.
Sorry, chat room.
Chances are they'll give you the wrong answer as much as the right answer. Now,
they might be against me.
I should also mention that we will give each of the contestants a chance to answer your question after you answer it. And I won't tell you the right answer until we've seen all three of your answers. But only one of you is playing for points. We're going to start with Owen. JJ Stone, are you ready, Doctor?
I believe that I am not available at this moment. Let's go.
And Shira and Florence, if you know the answer, write it down. We're going to ask you to hold it up or show us. This is your opportunity. The question, number 1, what does the computer component RAM stand for? RAM. And here are your choices. What does the computer component RAM stand for? Random access memory. We're going to put it up on the screen. There you go. Random actual module, read access memory, or read aloud memory. Think before you answer, Owen.
Saying think made me think, and I don't like that. So I'm just going to not think and go back to my original thought that was not a thought and say, oh, God, Leo. It's A.
A, random access memory. Is that your final answer, Owen JJ Stono? Doctor, remember, you get this wrong, you're out of luck.
Oh, already? Oh,
no, it's not an elimination, actually. You got 4 more questions.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just trying to put some pressure on.
Look, all right, I want 50-50.
No, don't waste your 50.
Oh, my God. Yeah. What is
Already right.
This is hard to watch.
This is what happens. When you get in my mind and tell me don't think, then I think. When I know that I know. But now I know that I know.
It worked.
It did work.
What's your answer?
The answer is the answer it always was.
A. Sideways looks like a D, but I'm not going to say anything because D's out of the picture.
It is.
Before we tell you whether you're right or wrong, let us ask our other contestants, Florence Ion and Shira Lazar, what did you think was the right answer?
Look at the graphics.
Do we just put our
A, of
paper
course.
Yeah,
You can just say
I wrote it down on my journal.
Hey, they all agree it's A. And Owen, you're absolutely right. You get a point.
Okay, good for me.
But you wasted.
I didn't waste anything. Until I get something wrong, nothing's wasted.
Nothing's wasted. Everything's used in the Owen JJ world. Question 2, Owen JJ Stone. This is a little tougher. We wanted to start it off easy, but now we get hard. What is the world's best-selling PC game?
Oh.
Your choices are World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Tetris for Game Boy, or Doom. World of Warcraft, Minecraft. Now you wish you had your 50-50.
Why?
Tetris for Game Boy.
Who needs a 50-50?
He says, A, World of Warcraft. Is that your final answer, Owen JJ Stone? Oh, Doctor.
If I'm wrong, I don't want to be right.
World of Warcraft. Let's see what Shira and Florence say. Is he right? Is it A, World of Warcraft?
I waffled, but I went with WoW.
I went with B.
You went with B, Minecraft?
Yeah.
You are right, Shira Lazar. No points for Owen JJ Stone, the best-selling PC game of all time.
First of all, that's a lie.
Minecraft.
You can play Minecraft for free. I don't even want to hear that. I need to talk to somebody about this situation. My daughter plays Minecraft. We don't pay a dime for it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't believe it. I want to talk to the WoW community. There are people losing their virginity. Well, not losing it because they never had it. They still got their virginity playing WoW. I don't believe this. I stand on principle that is a false answer.
I paid for it. By the way, created by Marcus Notch Person and released as a developmental build in May 2009. Minecraft sold its first 1 million copies by January 2011, less than a month after entering a beta phase in December. And, of course, it sold many million more. It was sold for billions of dollars to Microsoft, money Notch used to buy a mansion in Bel Air featuring its own candy room.
I don't care how much the game was sold for. I want to know how much people are paid to play the game.
I know the questions. I just asked them.
That's a horrible question. That's an absolute horrible question because
Shira was right. Number 3, Owen. No, put it behind you. Put it behind you. Focus. Put it behind you. It's just one of many. Well, one of 5. One more question. We got 2 more questions. Here we go. You ready?
I'm ready.
Question 3. Before becoming the web's video giant, what was YouTube intended to be? Before it became the world's video giant, what was YouTube supposed to be? A video dating service? A virtual movie theater for independent films? An aggregator like Dig for videos? Or a Napster knockoff for video? What was YouTube intended to be? This is a hard one.
I'm using my last 50-50.
Oh my God.
He's going to use his 50-50. Oh. You now get to choose between a video dating service or a Napster knockoff.
A D that looks like an A.
D, a Napster knockoff for videos. Flo and Shira, do you know anything about this?
Well, apparently not, because I answered the wrong question before we got the 50-50.
Yeah.
Well, who used it correctly there?
I go with D right now.
Yeah, same.
A D, you think it was a Napster knockoff, just like Owen, a Napster knockoff for videos. You would all be wrong. YouTube's domain name registered February 14th, Valentine's Day 2005 as a video dating platform. Supposedly, its creators were influenced by Hot or Not. And you know what? The name YouTube kind of makes sense if it's a dating platform.
Yeah.
Right?
Nerds.
It's a tube into which you insert yourself.
Oh my gosh. I'm just
depends on what you're into, you know.
Maybe we should go to question 4. Are you ready, Owen? You might be a little rattled now.
I'm 1 for 0 right now, so I'm doing the best I can.
1 for 3, but you got 2 more questions. There's a chance to redeem yourself with this one. Question number 4, Owen J.J. Stone. I don't know if you're old enough to remember this. When was the first floppy disk invented? And I'll give you a hint here. I am old enough to remember it. Was it A, 1976, B, 1964, C, 1982, or D, 1967? Owen, you're out of lifelines. You've got to answer this all by yourself. The pressure is on.
Technically, I'm not out of lifelines. Learn your game, Uncle Leo. I can phone a friend, right?
Let me ask the judges. I think you only got 2 of those.
He was only supposed to get 2, but...
you know what?
Okay.
The judges are very, very
Let's give him 1 more.
And they're going to give you 1 more. You want to phone a friend?
I'm just going to say the answer is B.
I think this is unfair because they gave you such an easy question at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
And then they got so hard.
Look, my job is to make these ladies look good, and I'm doing the best I can. Uncle Leo.
You did that the moment you showed up on camera, Owen.
That's right.
All right.
Hey!
Hey! Let me ask you again, because I forgot. And I want to give you a chance if you want to change your mind. Was it 1976, 1964, 1982, or 1967?
See, I'm old enough for like these things, and I was going by your hint because I'm old, Uncle Leo. You think I'm not as old as I am? I'm just black, and black don't crack. So
I know you're at least 30.
Yeah. Oh, I'm plus 11 on that. So I'm a 70s baby, Uncle Leo.
All right.
So, all right. Since you're cheating for me, I'll say
Final
A.
answer.
A is my final answer.
19. You think I know the answers? I don't know the answers. 1976. That's your final answer. I'm going to give you 1 chance to change it, Owen.
What?
And if you want, you can call a friend.
My friend doesn't know. My friend's not smarter than me. let me call my friend and see.
Is it the guy who sells Amazon Fire Sticks at the soccer Little League soccer games?
It's not actually. I wish I was that guy. He actually knows a lot of stuff. Let's see if my friend answers the phone. Are you watching this travesty of a show?
Hang on a second. I don't think it's here.
But you don't have to link up. It's horrible. Just listen to this question.
I kick you down.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
When?
I'm sorry.
This actually the person I'm calling, Uncle Leo, this person actually was a contestant on the real Who Wants to Be a
No
Leonnaire.
way.
Yes, he was.
Well, there you go.
Fine.
Disclose how much money he made, but they're making a travesty of me right now and they're embarrassing me. Anyway, back to the question. When was the floppy disk invented? A, 1976, which it is not that answer. B, 1964. C, 1982. Or D, 1967.
Well, the original floppy disk, I'm sure you will remember, they were 10-inch floppies.
See, I was thinking that, but I don't want to ask any questions. I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Yeah, well, that's okay. So that means I'm pretty sure we're in the 60s for those. Now we have 67. Is that
Yes.
where our choices are down to?
Yep. And
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to go with the earlier. I'm going to go with the 64.
I can't remember if I said. Go ahead.
Wasn't 64 one?
Yeah, 64 and 67.
Is he Googling it right now? Don't let him Google that.
The older,
No,
earlier year.
Go with your first.
I'll give you a hint.
He's a regular game show guy. He wouldn't
I'll
cheat.
give you a hint. It was Alan Shugart who invented it at IBM.
I'm out on the road. I pulled over
Oh.
to take your call.
Thanks.
So
Hey.
I don't even have a method. I don't even have a method of cheating, and I wouldn't do that for you. But
All right. So to get you back on the road, I'm just gonna go with 64. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's the answer we're going with. I think I said that already, though.
Ask
I'm
your
going with
friend,
67.
what would Regis say right now?
He said, "What would Regis say right now?"
is that your final answer?
Is that your final answer?
All right. Final answer is gonna be D, Uncle Leo. Let's see. What is it? I can't remember what I said.
D? Or D? Because that was 67.
64.
You want 64 or 67?
Yeah. 64 is what I want.
You want your answer to be B.
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
He keeps asking me if I find a final answer. See, this is what happens. We're on the internet.
Yeah, well, I'm
Wow.
pretty sure it's
I could have
one of
gotten a
those two.
drink.
I know.
You may
Okay.
still have time, Shira.
D, come on. Just go. Uncle Leo, get this over with. We got stuff to do.
What is your final answer? I'm going to give you one more chance.
D is my final answer.
D, 1967. Shira Lazar, what do you think?
Oh, gosh, this guy's killing me.
I'm going to do 67 too.
Shira agrees with you. What do you think, Florence Ion?
I agree. 67.
All three of you are absolutely correct. It was 1967.
Yay!
Owen flirted with an earlier date, but he got it exactly right. Alan Shugart, he was at IBM in 1967. It was introduced into the market not as a 10-inch, but an 8-inch floppy in 1972. You may remember the IBM PC in 1981 debuting with a 5.25-inch floppy that held. Anybody want to take a guess how much data was on that first IBM PC floppy?
30 megs.
360 kilobytes. 360
Oh my gosh, that's right.
kilobytes.
Dude, that's kilobytes. Kilobytes. I knew that.
All right, we're going to give a point to Owen J.J. Stone. That's 2 points so far. This could be the critical answer for you. Question number 5, your fifth and final question. You have used all your lifelines, Owen. It's all on you right now. Owen, come out of the Soundproof booth. Here we go. What is the name of the landscape picture? And I don't mean landscape because it's sideways. I mean it's a picture of a landscape that is the default wallpaper on Windows XP. Now, gave it a name. Microsoft gave it a name. I know you can visualize it right now. Was it Bliss? Was it Sonoma Hill? Was it Splendor? Or was it Tranquility? A, Bliss. B, Sonoma Hill. C, Splendor. D, Tranquility.
So
It's,
since we took 32 days on the last question, we don't have time for this, Uncle Leo. Some people want to go on about their day.
We get all the time in the world. Where are you going?
Actually, true. We're in quarantine, so let me just be less dramatic with my dramaticies. Ask me, is this my final answer?
Is that your final answer?
Whatever's on this board is my final answer.
Let's see it. He says A, Bliss. Do you agree, Florence Ion? Florence is nodding. How about Shira?
It's in Napa County. It's Bliss.
Oh, it is. So it can't be Sonoma because they're different places.
Well, if she's right, she said it, not me.
I'm doing B.
You like Sonoma Hill.
Yeah.
It was captured in Sonoma County, just up the road, a little piece by National Geographic photographer Charles O'Rear in 1996. It was a stock photo. He sold it to Corbis. Microsoft purchased it 4 years later, named it Bliss. You're absolutely right, Owen J.J. Stone and Florence Ion.
8 days later, I did something right.
That's
I got
the
the
whole
county
premise
wrong,
of this
though.
show. It's supposed to take a long freaking time.
Who's a Leonaire now? Not me.
Oh, doctor, if my calculations are correct, you have 3 points for 3 correct answers, and now we take it to Florence Ion. Her chance to play for all the money in Leo's Bitcoin wallet. Florence, do you want to be a Bitcoinaire?
Yes, I do, Leo.
Thank you for playing our game. And now here.
Hello to
is
my
your
hometown.
Hello, hometown. Wow, that's an interesting effect. My whole left shoulder just disappeared. Here is your question, number 1, Florence Ion, for 1 point. Remember, you have 2 lifelines for the 5 questions. Question 1, what does IBM stand for? Here's your choices. A, intelligent business machines. B, internet business machines. C, international business machines. Or D, international business management. Here are your 4 choices. Remember, with Owen, we started very easy. He wasted his lifeline right away. But I'm not going to rub that in.
Strategy.
All right, I'm going to go into this one. I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off and hope that I get it right, because I did grow up near Silicon Valley, so I have to represent.
Mm-hmm.
If I get this wrong.
Of course, IBM was in Armonk, New York, but we won't mention that. Go ahead.
See, look, I'm already getting things wrong. So this can't be any worse. I'm going to go with C, international.
You're going to go with C, international business machines. You know, you could have eliminated B because the internet wasn't invented when IBM was created nearly 100 years ago. You're absolutely right. It's international business machines. 1 point to Florence Ion. I didn't even ask.
That her final
I didn't
question.
even ask you, Owen, because you're kind of out of it now.
Ask her if that was her final question. See, I feel like
that
this
was my final answer for what it's worth.
Look,
I'll do it next time. Did you both know that one? I forgot to ask. Did you both know that, Shira and Owen?
I would have said intelligent.
Oh?
I mean.
So I did you a favor.
Remember, I live in Venice, California, guys. Just saying.
If I lived in Venice, I wouldn't be sitting in your room right now. I'd be out on the beach. But hey, it's your life, Shira Lazar. Where is your radio show heard, Shira?
We're in 32 markets. We're a lot of places. We're in San Francisco, LA, in Dallas.
What should I be looking for?
It's the easiest way to listen to it is online. We are channelq.com/listen. And that's where you can get it live, because it's on the radio.com app. So if you go to the radio.com app or on your desktop, you know, it's on. Yeah, that's the.
Is it called The Shira Show?
No, it's called Let's Go There.
It should be called The Shira Show.
Ryan. Well, I have a co-host named Ryan, and it's an afternoon drive show.
It's called The Real Shira Show.
That would be my next show, called The Real Shira Show.
Oh, and JJ Stone's show is IQMZ, so you both have Q in the families. Owen is at IQMZ.com, where he's raising a ninja.
I'm just making soap right now, Uncle Leo. I'm leaving all the tech stuff behind, and I'm going full tilt to the soap.
Smart.
He literally does make soap. He buys it by the how big a quantity?
My daughter makes soap, and she's conning me into making soap with her. And I am deep into it right now. Like I'm making beard oil now. I'm learning how to make a facial moisturizer.
Cool.
I made a face bar, Uncle Leo. Like my whole kit is about to be legit, and my daughter's going to allow me to sell my beard oil and stuff on her. It's like,
all right,
do it.
All right.
Cool.
We move on to question number 2 for Florence Ion, host of All About Android. New mom. How is your beautiful baby? She's not very old, is she?
She turned 3 months 2 days ago.
Oh, that's a fresh one. That's a fresh baby.
That's fresh.
Very fresh.
Who's got the baby right now?
Her dad. She's upstairs with her dad on a call with him. You know, going over. I hear her crying right now, actually.
If you need a lifeline, bring her down. She'll probably know the answer to this one. Are you ready for question 2?
Yes.
Bluetooth technology is named after A, Native American chieftain, B, an electric eel with blue teeth, C, a bear that loves blueberries, or D, a medieval Scandinavian king.
Wow, this is a hard one.
Wow.
Native American chieftain, electric eel with blue teeth, a bear that loves blueberries, or a medieval Scandinavian king. You do still have 2 lifelines.
Ooh. Okay. I'm scared. I'm scared to use my lifeline, but
It's tough. It's tough. Why don't you? What's your baby's name?
Mona.
Mona. Maybe
No,
Mona
see,
knows.
Leo, the last time we brought Mona into this room, she spit up all over the mic. I can't have her do that again. So.
Did not go well.
I mean, the mic is fine, but it can't take it again.
No. Once is
Okay, I think I'm going to try this one. And I'm going to go with B, an electric eel with blue teeth, which when I say it out loud, it sounds really absurd, but
It could be. Bluetooth technology is named after, let's just try it out as a sentence. Bluetooth technology is named after an electric eel with blue teeth.
yeah, okay. That's not my final answer. Oh, this is so hard. Wow. Wow, you guys really got me with this one.
Who's laughing now?
Not me. Okay, I'm going to use a lifeline. I'm going to do it. 50-50.
All right, you have
here.
2 choices. You could do a 50-50 or you can call a friend. You want to do the 50-50?
Yes.
Oh.
So now your choices are boiled down to A or D, a Native American chieftain. Good thing you didn't choose that electric eel. Or a medieval Scandinavian king. A or D, which will it be?
This one's really hard. But I think I'm going to go with D. That is my final answer.
D, a
Medieval Scandinavian king.
Scandinavian king. Owen, what do you think? Is that the right answer? Mr. Blue Shirt?
It's a hard one.
Doing a little slow
Owen
reveal.
says he thinks it's D as well.
D dude.
D dude.
D dude.
A dude with blue teeth.
I'm
How
wearing
about you,
blue.
Shira Lazar? What do you think?
I think
Chieftain or king?
Sexy Scandinavian dude.
I don't know how sexy he is, but the king of Denmark between 958 and 986 AD was named Harald Bluetooth, also king of Norway. It said that Harald united the Danish tribes under a single kingdom, and The creators of Bluetooth hoped that it would do the same with communication protocols. You are absolutely right. That's 2 points. 2 points for deep. Florence Ion.
That's a deep meaning for Bluetooth too. Like
it is
really.
It's pretty good, huh? Mm-hmm. Don't ask about the companion technology Green Tooth. It's not nice. Question 3. Are you ready, Florence?
Yes.
Question 3. A platform upgrade involves swapping which core PC components? A platform. I've never heard of this. I have no idea where they got this.
I mean, me either.
No idea what this means, what the right answer is, but I'll give you your choices. Good luck. A, hard drive, GPU, and RAM. B, CPU, GPU, and motherboard. C, a platform upgrade is actually a full rebuild. Or D, CPU, RAM, and motherboard. This term, platform upgrade, coined by Harold Bluetooth, the king of the Danes, in the 10th century AD.
I was almost following you there, and then I see what you did.
I have no idea who uses this term. I'm thinking maybe Microsoft. Hard drive, GPU, and RAM, CPU, GPU, and motherboard. You've got to build the whole thing, or CPU, RAM, and motherboard. What is a platform upgrade? Do you have anybody you could call that would know the answer to this?
I don't think I'm going to do a lifeline for this one, because I think this one I can get by with my knowledge. We'll see. And then if I'm wrong, foot in my mouth. But that's what makes the game show the show. So I'm thinking platform upgrade. It's an upgrade to the next version of an OS. You don't really need the GPU to be fully gung-ho. Hard drive can stay the same. You want all your files to come over with you. So I'm going to do D, CPU, processor, RAM, random access memory, and motherboard.
This is a first on this show. She's actually used logic to attempt to answer a question. I haven't seen that before. It's a unique approach. Florence Ion says,
if I'm wrong.
A platform upgrade involves swapping the CPU, the RAM, and the motherboard. D.
That's my final answer.
Shira Lazar, does that sound right to you?
I mean, I'm just going to go with her because she is a new mom and she is very smart. So I'm not going to debate her.
What would Mona do? WWMD. How about you, Owen JJ Stone? What do you think?
I think that I just congratulated you on the fresh baby. And don't think that I didn't hear that random access memory dig you stuck in there on me.
Oh, no, that's not.
Oh, no. Don't backtrack now, okay? The baby's not the only one crying in the house at the moment, okay? I'm upset too, you know? It's a horrible situation to be in.
He says D. D.
You didn't read the rest. It says Leo doesn't love me.
I love you. I love you, Owen. I love you. I love your soap. I love your beard oil. I love it all.
I love you too, Uncle Leo.
A platform upgrade. You want to stick with that? Now you've got some support on all three sides.
I wouldn't go with me. If I were you, I'd change the answer.
The answer is D, CPU, RAM, and motherboard. You're absolutely right.
Wow.
3 in a row. Florence Ion setting a standard that will be very difficult.
I got 2 of her answers right. Can't even get my own answers right. Trav Maka Street.
She's now tied with Owen JJ Stone, and here it is. Question number 4, founded in 1989, Florence. I'm sorry, that would be wrong. 1889. It's that old. Nintendo got its start by selling what product? I'm thinking probably wasn't a Nintendo 64. Was it A, playing cards, B, wooden figurines, C, manga books, or D, board games? Now, I know you love the Sailor Moon. Maybe you know the answer to this one. What did Nintendo get its start? selling.
I think I actually read this recently, so I'm going to go for it and answer it. And if I'm wrong, again, foot and mouth. I'm going to go... Oh, no, now I'm doubting myself. Oh, boy. But you know what? If I get this wrong, I'll at least I could possibly have 4 at the end of this, is what I'm thinking. So, really walking you all through I'm going to go with A, playing cards.
Playing cards.
Okay, wait,
18...
no, I'm so hard. Maybe I should phone a friend. Should I phone
Remember,
a friend?
you're playing for
50-50.
the contents of my entire Bitcoin wallet.
How many lifelines do I have left?
2.
You haven't used any, so you have... Or did she use her 50-50?
50-50.
That's right. So you have 1 left.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna do this. I'm actually going to change my answer. No, I'm gonna stick with it. A, playing cards.
She says she's confident that it's playing cards, despite all the doubts.
I know.
She says in 1889, Nintendo got to start selling playing cards. Does that sound right to you, Owen J.J. Stone?
I have one question for you.
Yes.
You trade the baby for that answer A? That letter A. Because I'm ready to bet the baby on it.
How sure? Bet the baby on A, he says.
A fresh baby. I got it right here. A or no.
It's a piece of soap shaped like a baby, but okay, we'll give it to you. How about you, Shira Lazar? What do you think?
I just keep on staring at the wooden figures, like wooden figures me. I don't know. I'm just going to go with the wooden figures just for fun.
Shira thinks it's wooden figurines. Does that change your mind at all, Florence? No, you feel pretty confident. You think your final answer is playing cards? Final answer.
It's my final answer.
No taking it back. Cards. Are you sure? The answer is A, playing cards. You're absolutely right. Putting you in the lead. 4 for 4. Oh my goodness, the competition just heated up quite a bit.
We're going to go to your 5th baby.
I feel like she's going to win at this point. Or whatever.
Shira,
she deserves it. She has a child.
This is no time to give up. Remember, you're playing for my Bitcoin wallet.
Go get me a drink too while you're at it. I got bamboozled. Go get a
drink. You got a little time because we only have one more question. Get your butler to make you one, Shira. That's what he's there for.
My roommate. Make me a drink.
My tie. Stat. Mommy needs a margarita. Question 5 for you, Florence Ion. To fund the creation of Apple's first computer, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs sold their what? A, blue box devices to simulate phone operators. B, blueprints for a second generation computer. C, scientific calculator and Volkswagen van. Or D, the rights to the video game Breakout to Atari. All 4 worth quite a bit, but which was the one they sold, or the ones they sold to fund the creation of Apple Computer? And I'll give you a little hint. They used the money to buy the initial components to build the first original Apple I computers in Steve Jobs' garage.
I'm pretty sure it's A, based on an article I read recently. And again, if I'm wrong, foot in my mouth.
You still won. You are already still beating Owen J.J. Stone.
Shira still has to play.
All right. You say you think it's the blue box devices to simulate phone operators. Devices
it seems
used,
like a Woz move.
Yep. They were used to hack the phone system and make free long-distance phone calls. Shira, does that sound right to you?
I mean, at this point, I feel like I should just go with her.
She's pretty good, isn't she?
I know. That's the thing. I feel like I can't, like, I could just for fun do, like, I was thinking, hey, the Volkswagen and
which would,
like that.
if you didn't select Blue Box, and you're helping, remember, you're helping Florence here to clarify her thinking. If you didn't pick the Blue Boxes, which would be the most likely other answer?
A Volkswagen? I don't know. People do, like, when you have a startup, you will sell your car or something. Like,
sell your Volkswagen. Sure, sell your van.
Fair.
Owen, what do you think? Oh, you're muted, Owen. I know your answer is good, so I want everybody to hear it. Go right ahead. You're still muted.
Oh, I just said we're not gambling babies on this one. We already doubled up on the babies, but I'm thinking it's A, and I have a little caveat on the bottom for C, just in case.
A or
I'm wrong.
C.
A or C. I'm giving myself.
So
a 50-50.
I just want to point out to Florence that while there seems to be some agreement with you, if you weren't to pick A, C might be the other choice. Now,
you got
final answer?
lifeline. This is your last question. You might as well throw that 50-50 on that thing, just to be sure. Not that I'm trying to help you win after you've degraded me.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to go for Blue Boxes because it just sounds to me like something that
You don't want to use your 50-50, huh?
Well, I already used that one.
No, you get two.
Oh, you have one more.
It's
You
America.
have one more. Or you could phone a friend. You could ask Mona.
My friend is my husband, and he's really into Microsoft, so I don't think he's gonna help me here.
Sounds like a good guy.
I'm just gonna do it. My final answer is Blue Boxes.
She doesn't, no crutches for Florence Ion. She is confident that the answer is A, Blue Box devices. And your memory is correct. Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs did sell Blue Box devices, but not to raise money to start Apple Computer. It was Woz's HP 65 calculator that he sold for $500. Yes! And Jobs sold his VW van for $800. Together, the $1,300 bought the components for the first Apple I computers. The answer is C.
Wow.
Good job.
But your memory didn't fail you. You were right. They sold Blue Boxes early on, before Apple Computer, but not to fund that.
This is one of those questions for this show.
Tough
where
one.
You really have to think about the question. And I got too confident.
Hey, I got hosed on Minecraft.
I mean, I'm impressed with myself.
Good job.
Shira actually had the right answer. She said, I've heard startup people do that before.
Of a startup folk.
It's just like my instinct. I was tapping into my psychic abilities here just to like connect.
I had a 50-50 and I wasn't willing to risk the baby, so I feel confident in myself.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing I didn't put the baby up for those funds.
That's right.
She's still mine.
By the way, had you used your 50-50, we would have eliminated A as an answer.
Yeah.
50-50 brought it down to C and D.
That's true.
So Florence Ion scored 4. She's still beating Owen JJ Stone, but it does leave a place for Shira Lazar to take it all, to take away my Bitcoin wallet. Do you feel confident, Shira? You're going to tap into your mental, mind, spirit, body, little downward dog.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay, let's do it.
Question 1. And I know you were on Twitter very early, so you might know the answer to this. When Twitter first started, what was the original character limit on Twitter? Was it 140 characters, 280 characters, 120 characters, or 160 characters? How long were the first tweets?
I thought it was 140 unless it was less and they made it a bit more.
140, 280, 120, or 160?
I thought it was 140.
But what do you think now?
I feel like I'm wrong maybe because I feel like it's one. I remember it's always 140 characters. A?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Don't want to use a lifeline.
A lifeline? Nah, I can't use a lifeline yet.
All right. So again, 140, 280, 120, or 160. Let me hear it one more time. Your final answer.
A.
Owen, JJ Stone, is she right?
I mean, she's digging me
while you were drinking.
I can't use a lifeline yet routine. I'm just tired of this whole shamocracy. I'm just going to sit here and let you know.
Hey, thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks for Twitter, Jack Dorsey. Don't forget Ev Williams, who was there at the beginning as well.
Oh, yeah. What happened to him?
Ev's on an island somewhere. I can't thank him for another. Doesn't sound
and, of course,
thanking
the fifth
Jack.
Beatle, little Georgie Best. How about you, Florence? 140, 280, 120, 160? Do you remember that far?
140, because I remember texting 40404 to be able to tweet, and I knew it had to be within 140 characters.
That was the Twitter short code 40404. Only recently discontinued after it was used to hack Jack Dorsey's Twitter account. Current limit, as you know, is 280 characters, which is twice as long as the original tweet length of 140 characters.
Yeah.
You could have been fooled a little bit because it was driven by the fact that SMSs were limited to 160 characters, but they wanted to allow 20 extra for usernames. So 140 is exactly right. That's a point for Shira Lazar, coming on strong, out of the box, believing in herself, having the confidence of her convictions.
Yes.
Let's go to question number 2.
Okay.
You won't remember this because it was before you were born, Shira.
Oh, only a few years ago. Okay.
The first webcam ever was deployed at Cambridge University, created by students there to monitor what? A, crows nesting outside a lab window. B, a lounge refrigerator to catch a lunch thief. C, a motion sensor door opened via motion detection. Or D, a coffee pot to know when it was empty.
Oh,
Crows
my God.
nesting, a fridge.
I might do a
door,
50-50 for this.
or a pot. You want to? You have to say yes, Leo.
Yeah, I'm gonna yes, Leo. Give me the 50-50.
There you go. We've eliminated 2 of them. It's either crow's nesting or a coffee pot, Shira Lazar. The original webcam, Cambridge University Laboratory. This was back in 1991, before you were born.
Yes, exactly. I feel like a lab would be looking at crow's nesting, like for a test or something. Like a webcam. Like, why would it be a coffee pot? But they were just nerds that wanted to check out the coffee pot. Like, who was? I'm gonna go with A.
You sure?
I mean, it's weird that you would do A again because A was what last time. But I'm trying to think about.
I think you're giving Anthony more credit than he deserves.
I'm gonna go with A.
A, crows nesting. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You sure?
I mean, why would they spend their time on a coffee pot to like watch people getting coffee? I'm gonna do A. Yeah, I'm going for A.
Owen, you think it's what do you think it is, Owen JJ Stone?
I'm laid back in the car with my hands up just to show you that I haven't touched this keypad. And at home, he knows that I haven't touched it because Shira said what I said, but she's wrong because she said there were nerds. And I said, yes, they are nerds. And I put D, drink coffee, nerds.
What could be more important to a nerd than coffee? Do you agree, Florence Ion?
I would just say
Absolutely. Being a nerd myself, always with the coffee.
Shira's watching the crows. You guys are watching the coffee. Let's see what the answer is. It's D, the coffee pot. Computer scientists at Cambridge University got fed up of going down all that long hallway and finding the coffee pot empty. They set up a webcam so they could know if there was any coffee left.
And Shira, nerds don't go outside.
Desk.
Nerds are the original quarantiners. They weren't looking at no birds.
Provided a 128 by 128 pixel grayscale image of the coffee pot, which
What
many
was
of
the
us
study on that? What?
stared at for hours.
You know what? I can never be in interrogation because I crumble underneath the pressure with them crappy questions you got me. I'm over here killing it in these streets with all the rest of this stuff. And then you hit me with all the junk questions.
My job is to make you second guess yourself, and I'm doing a damn good job.
I mean, now I need to get everything else right. I should have
You
done
do. I was about to tell you that Florence Ion will run away with my Bitcoin wallet if you get even one more answer wrong. The pressure's on. 3 more questions, 3 right answers. Don't forget, though, you have 2 more lifelines.
Okay.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Question 3.
And 1 more 50-50, right?
As the creator of What's Trending, you sure ought to know the answer of this, Shira Lazar. What type of animal was seen being dramatic in an 8-second YouTube video in the summer of 2007? Was it A, guinea pig, B, a chipmunk, C, a squirrel, or D, a prairie dog?
D, prairie dog.
Wow, you said that with vigor and verve.
I think chipmunk. Oh, maybe is it a chipmunk? No, it's a prairie dog. Rat.
Sometimes people think prairie dogs look a lot like squirrels.
No, it's not a squirrel because it didn't have a big tail like that.
You say D, prairie dog. Is that your final answer? D, prairie dog.
Chipmunks are so small. No, it was like this.
How did it do it? Do it again. Do it again. Show me one more time. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's exactly what it looked like.
Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna go with D.
What do you think, Florence? What type of animal was caught being dramatic in that 2007 YouTube video, summer of 2007? Was it a guinea pig, chipmunk, squirrel, or, as Shira says, prairie dog?
I think I recall a BuzzFeed article letting me know it was a prairie dog.
Wow, you have the
How
references.
would you know?
Yeah, like what the.
I'm on the internet a lot.
I'm not a freaking zoologist.
You know,
Owen, is it
really
a prairie dog?
Look, I'm really tired of you coming here telling me about how much you're reading and the articles and the knowledge that you have. I mean, I do the Siri voice read out loud because I don't know how to read. But I too put D.
Dog.
Little House on the Prairie Dog. Little House on
the Prairie Dog.
Remember, Shira Lazar has to get every single answer right to get into the playoff against Florence Ion. Her final answer was D, prairie dog. Is that correct? Yes, it was a prairie dog. The dramatic prairie
just like
dog.
that. Can somebody screen capture Shira and make it a gift for me, please? And send it to my email, owen@iqmz.com. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Perfect prairie dog impression. We move on to question 4 now. How much storage, Shira Lazar?
Oh, God. Not this question. I might need a lifeline for this.
Just the word storage scares you, I can tell.
Okay.
How much storage did the first commercially available USB flash drive provide? The first thumb drive. Was it 1.44 megabytes, 8 megabytes, 4 megabytes, or 64 megabytes? How big was the first USB flash drive? I'll give you a hint.
What?
It was in late 2000, sold in the United States by IBM.
You know what? Since I have the ability to do this, right? I have 2 more. I'm going to do a lifeline just for the entertainment value of it. And because I would feel really dumb.
You want to ask a friend or do 50-50?
I'm going to ask a friend.
All right. You have a friend?
I do. Should I just call him?
Call your friend.
He's a smart friend.
Shira Lazar is going to choose.
Where is he? All right. We're going to call him. I gave him a heads up that I'm going to call him. All right.
That's good. That's good.
All right.
It's exciting. Who is this friend?
Cardi B.
Cardi B?
Cardi B.
Ooh.
Come on, tell
That was the first Cardi B impression in the human history of mankind.
He might be in a meeting. I might have to call someone else. Damn it.
How much cash?
I can't.
Answer. All right, I might need to call someone else. Answer your phone. Let's see who else I could call.
I guess you get to keep calling people. I mean, on the real game, that'd be it. But I'll let you keep calling people till you find somebody.
All right. Oh, I'm gonna call this friend. She'll know. My friend
Shira Lazar. How much storage
Come on, Fallon.
did the first commercially available USB flash drive offer?
Wait. Come on. All right, no. Fallon, you need your help. I'm on a game show. I'm not jumping on Zoom. Wait. You're my lifeline.
I'm your lifeline right now? What's going on?
All right. This is the question. How much storage did the first commercially available USB flash drive provide? Okay?
How much storage
did the
commercially available
USB flash drive provide? The first commercially available USB flash drive provide. I have options. Okay, I'm going to go through them.
Okay, what are your options?
Okay, 1.44 megabytes, 4 megabytes, 8 megabytes, or 64 megabytes.
4, 8, 64. What was the first one?
1.44.
1.44 for.
And this is in 2000 and what, Leo?
The year 2000, it was IBM. I'll give you one more
IBM.
hint. It was called the Disc On Key.
It was called Disc On Key. What? Wait, I can't hear you. What did you guys say?
What? We're hold on.
Don't Google it.
No Googling.
1.44.
It was 1.44? Is that your final answer? I'm going to lose this game.
Is this the final answer, you guys?
1.44, 8, 4, or 64? Oh, my friend.
4 or 1? 4.
It's 4?
4.
Okay, I'm going with 4. C. They're drunk, but hopefully they got it.
You'll tell them you'll be able to get on Zoom in a minute.
Did you get it?
I'm going to get on Zoom in a minute. I'll let you know. You can stay on the phone while they figure it out.
Because we are about to wrap up.
All right.
Who wants to be a Bitcoinaire? A chance to win my entire Bitcoin wallet minus the password. Ah!
There she is.
So I'm going to give you one more chance. Your friend said 4 megabytes, but the answers you could choose from are 1.44, 8, 4, or 64. The very first in the year 2000, 20 years ago. How big?
I'm gonna go with C. There are a bunch of my
Your
friends
final
who
answer
live
is C.
in the valley, so I gotta trust them. They're techies.
The friends in the valley say C. So does Shira. Owen, what do you think?
For the audio listeners who can't see my screen, that's why I keep holding the screen up and reading it aloud. I'd like the audio listeners to understand that my screen now says, I was robbed, bamboozled. I'm crying inside. And the answer is C with a heart in it. But just so you know, listeners, I was Shamaka Street out of this game. And I'm very upset about this situation.
He says you're right, Shira Lazar. Florence Ion, do you remember the year 2000?
I do. I was really in sync that year. And it's 4 megabytes.
Bye.
All three of you are sure that the IBM Disc On Key, the very first flash drive, came out in the year 2000. All three of you agree it was 4 megabytes. I'm sorry to say that it is not. It was 8 megabytes.
That was my
They
initial
just texted
thought.
me. You know, they just texted me, and I was like, oh, I've already chosen it. They just texted me 8.
They texted you? No, we looked it up and it's 8, but too late.
They just texted me and it was too late.
All right.
F those valley
At this point, it's moot because Florence Ion has won the game, but why don't we all do one last question before we make the ritual handover of the Bitcoin wallet.dat file.
Can I just request
winner.
one thing? Can I request one thing?
Yes.
There needs to be a question off because I refuse to come in second place tie. There needs to be a official loser. We're not going to get off this show. We have the queen right now.
That's good.
Understand who won,
that's good.
But I refuse. I love
this can be
Shira,
between you and Shira. A
second.
question off for second place.
Oh.
Whoever gets this wrong is in last place. How about that?
Oh, great.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes. This is the way I'm trying to live, Shira. I love you, but it's war. Someone has
And
to
you know
beat
what? You picked a good one because this is the hardest question of the entire game. And Florence, I'm going to let you play. And by the way, if you get it correct, Florence, I might even give you the password.
Okay. The one you don't know.
That I don't know. But I'll give you some good guesses.
For the baby.
We'll put it. It's right. It's like a savings bond. It'll mature.
We'll put it in
God.
Here is
Somebody tried
our
to give me
final
one of that
playoff
for her, but anyway.
question. What was the first message ever relayed over the internet?
Oh my God.
The first internet message. And here's your choices. And by the way, I don't know the answer to this one either. A, low. B, hi. C, hello world. Or D, 0001. Low, high, hello world, 0001. Oh, Doan, don't say your answer out loud. Please write it down.
I'm not.
Shira, don't say your answer out loud. Please write it down because we're going to ask you to show your answers at the same time so that you don't interfere with one another. And Florence Ion, if you'd like to play along again for a partial password. I feel fairly confident that no one's going to get this one right. The first message ever relayed over the brand new, spanking new baby internet, younger even than baby Mona, was it low, high, hello world, or 0001? Tell me when you've written your answers down, contestants.
I've written my answer down. And so
I wrote it down.
Florence, are you playing along or do you want to
I did. I wrote it down.
All right. All three of you in 3, 2, go.
Great. I got it wrong.
C, C, and D. So two of you think it was hello world. Shira says it was 0001, a suitably computery answer. Mm-hmm. How about if I tell you that the programmers sending the first internet message from UCLA to the Stanford Research Institute were attempting to type the word log in. But the system crashed before they could finish the word. 45 years ago, by the way, on this day, 45 years ago.
That's a good one.
Internet message. Isn't that a great question? And you, all three of you, are fantastic contestants. I thank you so much for playing our game. And congratulations, Florence Ion, with 4 out of 5 correct. You dominated this group. You even, well, you didn't get the last question, so I'm not going to give you the password, but you do win my wallet.dat file, which I will email to you immediately after the show. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our TWiT After Hours broadcast. Thank you to Anthony Nielsen, our producer, to Laura Donahoe, our producer, to Patrick Delahanty, our technical consultant. I am Leo Laporte, and that is Who Wants to Be a Bitcoinaire. Good night, everybody. Good night. See you later. Give him a big kiss. Good night. Mwah. And that's our show. Shira!
Wow, that's the real background. Oh my God.
There's that.
That's hilarious.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?